Hello everyone, today is a review on the MG Figurise of Kamen Rider Ichigo. It's released part of the 40th anniversary of Kamen Rider. If those of you who are familiar with Bandai's sort of Gundam models, this is pretty much same thing, but instead of Gundam, it's Kamen Rider. And on the front you have a nice picture of Ichigo here in his sort of famous pose. It looks really good, in my opinion. And you have his sort of the Kamen Rider logo here. On the bottom says Kamen Rider. This is a 1/8 of a scale. Toei 40th anniversary and Bandai logo here. On the side it says Mask Rider 1. So it's all sticking with the English translation because Kamen means mask in Japanese. On the top and bottom you got sort of same picture here. Again, sort of just the same picture of the cover, obviously cut down to size. On one side here, you have some basic information on Kamen Ichigo, and it tells you that it has a display stand, and there's different pictures of him in pose. It shows off that it has silver and compound eyes sort of setup here, which is one of the key features of these models. They do have compound eyes. It's a picture of him fighting one of the monsters, one of the main monsters. I forgot the name. So details of all the pictures of the figure. On the other side, you get more pictures and sort of gives you more ideas on what specialities you get with this sort of model figure. All the joints and so on, more poses, and here's sort of like a basic picture of what you get inside the box. Some information about the box and the material used, the plastics, and sort of a warning, and saying that you will need some sort of cutting tool to cut the plastic out of the frame, and of course barcode there. So let's open this box. So the top box sort of slides open. There's no sad tape taped it together. All the parts are sort of in little packets. Here you can see some of the stickers, which are optional really. If you know how to paint this rider, then go ahead and paint instead of stickers. Another bag here, mostly black plastic. Smaller bag for smaller parts. And this is the sort of display stand. And inside there's a manual. Come back to that in a sec. It's a little sort of product survey card. So, if you want to fill that in and use your mobile phone to scan that little code, why not? I can't be asked because I don't know Japanese, and we'll do it in Japanese. Let's get the box out the way. Here is the manual. Let me just focus right here. I don't have autofocus on right now. So, paper feels nice enough. It's somewhere between Bible paper and newspaper paper. Again, there's a nice cover on the front. It just looks really good. Can't wait to build this thing. First page, sort of basic information on how to cut this model up, and some information on Ichigo and Nico there down the picture. Him kicking ass here. And how to connect the joints. One of the best things about these models is that you don't need glue to build these. It's very simple. All you need to do is cut and put the pegs in place. So these models are very friendly to new model builders. And obviously all the plastic is already colored, so if you don't want to paint it, you don't have to. But some people like to paint it to make it even look ultra realistic. So here's tells you what's inside the packet. Something about don't use a big screw to tighten it too hard or something. I'm not sure. And then instructions. In the middle there's a sort of 2-page some more information on Ichigo, what his powers are, close up of his belt and model, and sort of posing pictures. If all MG Figurise, they always come with some sort of page. If you've bought any of those fact file magazines, it's sort of a similar kind of thing. And again, back to more instructions. It's a sort of longer, bigger page. At the end, it tells you instructions of display stand and sort of the rest of the information. On the back of the page, you get sort of a painting guide. Tells you what kind of paints you should get for this model in particular, which is always useful if you do decide to paint this thing. One of the things I do have to say, if you can see right here on the belt, these red dots, they come with stickers to make it shiny red. However, these dots are so tiny, you really forget about the stickers. Even if you don't have to paint, just get a paintbrush, you go dot dot dot. That's much better than using stickers for that kind of thing. Stickers, the only stickers I might use is for the compound eyes having the silver underneath the red, because you can't really notice a sticker underneath all that sort of texture of the compound eye textured plastic. So, but for the rest of the body, I'm probably not going to use any stickers. So I'll get to building it and see you guys in a bit. One of the best things that, one of the key features of these figures is that it's sort of, once you finish building it acts kind of like more like an action figure, like a toy. In that sense that all the joints, you get this little tray and these sort of kind of rubbery holes for the and pegs and so on that allow the joints to move really freely and allow you to dismantle the figure quite freely as well. Another thing is I really like the underpart of the feet. You get rubberized bits that go underneath, so like actual boots or shoes. So they have a grip when they're standing on the surface. And another thing, of course, again, is the I really love these compound eyes. It just once you put these in, it's just it's amazing. So here he is, after a few hours of building him. Actually filming this a few days later. Yeah, I'd say he looks quite good. The compound eyes look great. Overall, while putting the pieces together, most of the things were sort of, all the head pieces on the same tray, all the white pieces on the same tray, all the silver bits on the same tray. So it made it, quite easy to locate the part that you want. It's all labeled, sure, on the instructions, but it's nice that they all fit on the same tray. And here he is. I did paint him very amateurly, but it turns out okay. The only sticker I used was the silver sticker that goes underneath the eye piece, because looks great. Plus you can't see the sticker; it's all hidden underneath, which is not a big problem. The only issue I have with using stickers on the surface is that it might come off and it doesn't look as nice as paint does. I painted all the silver bits with silver paint. And then I painted all his sort of white and black stripes with white and black paint. And then on his belt here, okay, zoom in a bit more. I mix red paint with silver paint and just dab little dots on top, because it comes with stickers for those, which is kind of ridiculous, to be honest. And yeah, he looks quite cool, I think. At first I thought his head felt a bit tiny, but maybe that's just me, I'm not sure. If you want to comment about that, how you feel about the head. He comes with two sets of hands. One's sort of his, like any other MG Figurise hands, sort of all the fingers you can move. It comes with two of these sort of posing hands for a stance. Overall, he looks really nice. I think Ichigo sort of was able to... I think the design of Ichigo, I think the design of Ichigo as one of the riders doesn't seem too outdated as time goes by. He still looks kind of cool, unlike, Stronger, because Stronger looks ridiculous, to be honest. And if you look at, for example, Kamen Rider the first or the next, they look so much cooler, but, this design is still pretty neat. Even if you can't paint at all, I suggest that, maybe you can spray the color on to the plastic before you snap it out of the tray. Therefore, you won't mispaint any parts and you get a nice look. So if you just build it without putting any paint on it, it can look quite tacky. But anyway, that's a review of Ichigo MG Figurise. For the money, you get a nice model, great for posing and displaying. Yeah, if you look underneath, there's the Facebook link, website link. I'll post some posing pictures of this figure and many more other pictures on there for the other reviews. Have a nice day. See you guys later.